there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And once again, we're back with the Nempnett Cider Company, although it is a little bit of a special one this time. It's not usually one of their core releases that you can get. It's suppose like a one-off limited batch brew, supposedly. I don't know much information about this one, but the guys over at the Nempnett Cider Company were kind enough to actually send this over to me when they sent over the other three of the Piglet's Choice ciders that I've done so far. And as I said, it's a bit of a special one. Today, I am doing the bottle of their lightly sparkling Keeved Perry. Yep, you heard me right, a Keeved Perry. Now, for those of you that aren't aware of what a Keeved cider or a Keeved Perry is, I'm not entirely sure of the full, the full process about it. But I know that it's something to do with the yeasts and the natural sugars are left to ferment on their own naturally, and there's this admittedly horrible looking stuff that starts to come onto the top of it, and what actually makes it is it just makes it a lot sweeter, I believe. As I said, I'm not entirely sure of the full process of keeving, because let's be honest, I actually think this is one of the first keeved anything that I've actually featured on the channel, so I'm very much looking forward to it. And it's also a limited edition vintage. It's their 2017 limited edition vintage. As you can see, it comes in 500ml bottles like this, and comes in at 5.5% ABV. That is all I can tell you about this. I don't know what pear varieties have gone into the Perry or anything like that, so it's going to be a little bit of a mystery tasting, really. But I can see bits of sediment floating in there, so that is obviously a good sign. I would imagine with keeving, normally it isn't filtered down or anything, so you're bound to get a little bit of sediment in anything that you have that's going to be keeved. So let's waste no more time. Let's get this open and just see what I make of it. As I said, I think this is basically my first keeved, well, anything really, so let's see. Well, it's definitely not smelling as sweet as I thought it was going to. It actually has sort of woody, oaky notes on the bottle opening there, but as I said, you get more notes on the nose when it actually gets out into the bottle, so let's get that done. Get this all poured out there. Get every last little drop in there. There we go. All right. Oh, let's not waste that drop. Haha. Right. You go over there. Okay. So the colour, and yep, as you can see from here, it is very lightly sparkling, actually. Actually, a lot of that is mostly going to be the sediment that's in this bottle. But yeah, you can see little bits of carbonation just floating up to the top there. And it is a really nice, deep amber colour from where I'm sitting anyway. And from where you are, it looks about the same. So, yeah, that looks good stuff. So, what does it smell like? Admittedly, the smells are very subdued, although it definitely does smell a lot sweeter on the nose now. Bit like almost like a bit like a pear drop aroma, but more natural smelling, if that makes any sense. That light oakiness and woodiness is still on the nose as well. But overall, it is relatively subdued. So, I guess it's going to have to be in the taste. So let's find out, shall we? Cheers everyone, here's to Nempnett Cider Company, and big thanks to them for sending over this bottle of their lightly sparkling Keeved Perry. Cheers. As usual, I get a loud train as I'm doing the review. Typical. That is definitely a lot sweeter on the taste. Definitely a lot sweeter. Oh, it's got a nice it's got a nice twang behind it. Yeah, definitely got a nice little twang behind that. It's I want to say it's almost bittersweet in its taste. because you are definitely getting some nice tart bitterness on the back end there. And tell you what, it's left a nice mouthfeel, quite nice and sweet, juicy, quite full body behind it as well. Oh yeah. That is really Moorish. Really, really juicy mouthfeel. Oh yeah, those pear flavours are coming through in abundance on this. Oh yeah, that is really, really Moorish, definitely. As far as aftertastes go, there's not much there, but the flavours behind it are definitely making up for it. Oh, that is like it is like having a pear drop almost. But like I don't know if you can get any like slightly sour pear sweets. But I'd imagine if you can, I'm sure you can. It'll taste a bit like that. Yeah, almost like a confectionery pear drop or something. But obviously, it tastes a lot more natural than that. Really nice. This is I'd say this is a good after dinner drink, definitely, because of the sweetness of it. I can see it's going well with a lot of like sweet desserts and stuff, or maybe even on the other end, going with like a bit of like bitter dark chocolate or something. Not that I know anything about food pairings or anything, but I can see these two like sort of working together really well. They'll bring out more of the flavours in themselves. I almost want to say it's like it's got like a sort of sherbety taste to it, but obviously like a pear sherbet. Definitely nice zinginess as it's hitting your taste buds, which is like, oh hello, this is really nice. Yeah, lovely sweets. If you don't like sweet stuff, then this might not be the drink for you. But I would imagine that's going to be the case for any Keeved product, because they are naturally a lot sweeter anyway. So if you weren't aware of that and you don't have a sweet tooth, then I'd probably say this isn't going to be the one for you. But if you like your sweet stuff, this is really, really good. Let's get a final taste before a final verdict. That little slight hint of carbonation, the slight sparkling aspect to it is just pushing the flavours all around your mouth. Really just getting into every nook and cranny within your mouth, just coating it with this lovely, sweet, tangy, juicy, refreshing flavour. Really good stuff. Yeah. This is definitely one to watch out for. I hope that they are still continuing to make this. I would imagine so. It would probably be something like the 2019 vintage that you can get at this moment in time. So yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for it. And if you've never tried a Keeved product before, this is definitely a good one to start off with, I would say. So yeah, well done Nempnett Cider Company. You've produced another good one. So let's get the chalks out. With a final verdict, I am going to go and give Nempnett's special edition lightly sparkling Keeved Perry an 8 out of 10. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. I will definitely have to keep my eyes peeled for if they do actually have any more limited edition vintage Keeved Perrys out there at all. I'll definitely have to keep my eyes out for them. But if you've never tried anything from the Nempnett Cider Company, or if you've not seen my other reviews, obviously check out the cards that have been blipping about on this review. And yeah, if you like what you see, definitely give them your support. With that said, that's another edition of the cider drink for you guys, although this time it was the Perry Drinker. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, well, cheers everyone. It's not quite as cold today, so this one is going to go down a treat. Thank you very much, Nempnett Cider Company. Appreciate it. Take care, guys. Till next time.